Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video we're going to be playing around with a whole lot of new e.l.f. makeup. I am so excited to play with these products. e.l.f. do a good dupe and they've been duping all these high-end brands, and to be honest their dupes are like really on par with the high-end stuff. So they've got a new mascara, a new lipstick. I've got my hands on the Luminous Putty bronzer as well, so we're gonna try out all this new e.l.f. makeup together. This is not it. For once, I'm not giving you a sneak peek. But yeah, let's get into it. I've removed most of my makeup. I've just left on like a few little bits like eyeshadow, eyebrows, stuff that I don't have from e.l.f. to try. I have the e.l.f. Flawless Brightening Concealer, and this actually went viral on TikTok, I believe. So I'm really curious to try this, see if it's worth the hype. I got it in the shade Light 28. I'm not too sure if it's going to be too light or not. I love, and I mean love, the e.l.f. Camo Concealers. The satin one in particular, the hydrating one, is so good. Honestly, one of my faves. So I know that e.l.f. do a good concealer. I've never really tried like a brightening concealer. I don't know what that really means. I'm just assuming it's a little bit lighter than usual. So it says it has hyaluronic acid and vitamin C. Great. Those are some of my favorite skincare ingredients. But yeah, this is the packaging. And you have a little clicker and you just, I think you click it until the product comes out. I think about 10 million clicks and we might be there. Anytime today would be great. So we actually have some product coming out here. Let's see what the coverage is like, how brightening it actually is. This is actually a very like thin kind of consistency. I think I'm gonna put on that much for now, and let's just see the way it blends out. You know what? I actually really like this. It's lightweight. There's a really nice luminosity to it. It feels hydrating. It is brightening, but it blends out really nicely. Oh, I really quite like this. And the thing is, I have had to use quite a lot, so I feel like this wouldn't last that long. This is, I think, more suited towards people that have maybe a tiny bit of darkness that they want to cover up, not for like people with eye bags like me, or like real dark circles. I actually really like the way it's lightweight. It is, I'd say, medium to full coverage. It actually sits on the skin so nicely. It's a very thin consistency. You're not going to get any cakiness or anything like that. There's a luminosity. It feels hydrating. Just, I like it. I really like it. This concealer would be really good for days where you want to wear like no makeup because it's very lightweight. However, I'm still like, I still prefer the e.l.f. Camo concealers just because I prefer a little bit more coverage. But this is a very nice option for like a light makeup days. It's a good on-the-go product. And I actually really enjoy the yellow undertone of this concealer because I feel like it just brightens perfectly. So yeah, I do actually quite like that. Before we set anything, we are going in with the star of the show, well, one of the stars of the show. It's the e.l.f. Luminous Putty Bronzer. So I've got a video on my channel of the normal putty bronzer, and this one's luminous, so I'm assuming it just has a little bit of sheen in here. This one I got in the shade Sun Chaser, and let's go into it. I'm really excited. I love the putty formulas. e.l.f. just do like a phenomenal cream product. I just love it. So it comes in like your standard packaging. It is quite small, but a little goes a long way, so it is gonna last you a long time. I've barely dinted my original putty bronzer and I use that quite a lot. This is the shade. It's like a really nice kind of, I would say, neutral, but a little bit leaning warm. And there's like gold shimmers in here. I'm just gonna put some product on my brush and just work it into the skin. And let's see how nice this is. I absolutely love that color. I feel like it's so natural for my skin tone. It doesn't look like I've got product on it. That really looks like a natural shadow. I can't see too much of the shimmer. Like, it's not giving me so much luminosity, but let's see, the more we use, maybe the more shimmer we'll see. Right, okay, so I've barely used any product, to be honest, so a little does go a long way. As dark as this color looks, it actually isn't too dark for my skin at all. I feel like this is the perfect shade for me. So I feel like if you're like light medium / medium skin tone, which is the categories I usually fall into, this is a very, very good shade. This is Sun Chaser. And I feel like it's just given me like a really good like bronzy contour kind of look, where it honestly looks like I've been chiseled, so it looks like I've been contoured, but I've also got a little bit of warmth still in my skin. I actually love it. I am gonna put it out there, but I don't really see too much of a difference between this one and the original one, but I would say I prefer this one. I feel like the original one is slightly more matte. This one is slightly, and I mean like marginally, more luminous. I don't see too much shimmer or anything in my skin at all, but I do notice that there is a tiny bit more glow with this one, where I feel like the formula of this is slightly more dewy than the original one. I love a dewy look. I feel like the more moisture you have in your face, the plumper it looks, the more like young and youthful you look. So for that reason, I actually prefer this formulation to the original one, but generally there's not too much of a difference. I've just set my face with some powder. I'm actually loving the way that this like bronzy kind of look is looking. The concealer looks really nice and bright. I actually really like this makeup so far. So I've added a little bit of highlight and some blush. Now we're gonna get into mascara. Elf have a new mascara and they definitely duped Benefit. This is the Lash and Roll mascara. I actually love the packaging. I love the black and the pink together, and this shade of pink in particular, love it. It says it's a curling and lifting mascara. I usually opt more for like the voluminous lashes. I go for the mascaras that say it's gonna give me volume, that kind of thing. I don't mind a bit of clump, I really don't. But this seems like it's gonna lift your lashes, it's gonna separate them. Sometimes, especially when you're going for like clean girl makeup, I feel like that looks really nice. So let's get into this. This is the actual packaging. I really like the colors. I am into it. It actually says that the formula is flake proof and smudge resistant. All the things we want to hear when it comes to a mascara. We won't know until we try it. This is the actual brush itself. So there's like a nice curvature to it. And I feel like it's going to be good to get that lift. It actually reminds me of like the curl side of the Huda Beauty Legit lashes. Just smells like mascara. Right, for once I've done like a very neutral eye. Usually when I try a mascara on my channel, I've got like blue eyeshadow on or something and you can barely see my lashes. But for this one, I did something quite neutral, and yeah, let's see how good this is. Okay, that is one coat. I'm liking it. It's separation and lift as we expected, but let's see if we can build it up. Okay, that's two coats. I do like the level of lift it's giving and the length. I do want a little bit of volume though. I need more. Okay, so I think this is one eye done. My lashes definitely look more lifted. They definitely have a length. They have a little bit of volume, so I ain't too mad. And I actually quite like these lashes. I'll tell you what this mascara reminds me of. The Revlon, I think it's So Fierce mascara. It does pretty much a very similar thing where it like lifts the lash, it gives you the length, and it's like a very clean lash day, if that makes sense. Like they're all separated, they're all long, it just looks very clean. Are these my favorite lashes? I'm gonna say no, because I do like a voluminous lash. I just like it when they're all fluttery and large and wispy. That's my favorite kind of lash. But this is nice. It definitely is. It's a nice option, especially when you want like separated lashes. Like I said, like on a no makeup day, this would look really good. This mascara is actually very, very affordable. I got it for £6. So very affordable. Definitely a really good dupe for the Benefit roller lash. And this is very inexpensive. It does a really good job of like giving you that lengthened separated lash if that's what you're after. It does exactly what it says. So far, no smudging and no flakes, which is great. We'll revisit the lashes at the end of the video just to see if there has been any wear and tear. By tear, I mean flakes. But yeah, I like it, but I'm not in love with it. And it's nothing to do with the formulation or the product itself. It's just my preference on style of lashes. Right, so moving on to lips, I have the thing I'm most excited about. So e.l.f. have got a new lipstick formulation. So this is the O Face Satin Lipstick by e.l.f. This is in the shade Dirty Talk. It's like this nice pinky color. Honestly, this is giving me NARS vibes. Straight away, NARS. Just like from the packaging, I'm like, this is definitely a NARS dupe. Right, so if you look at the packaging, it's like that kind of soft matte packaging. And it's like square, and like I swear NARS is notorious for like square packaging. It's got a nice little magnet. I like that. And this is the shade. So it's a very nice like light pink color. Actually looks really nice. It smells like cocoa butter, like that kind of chocolatey scent. It smells really nice. I'm so excited for this. I'm not gonna lie, I think this was more on the expensive side for e.l.f. This lipstick was £9. Now, if I'm comparing it to their Seriously Satin lipsticks, that is a big price difference because those lipsticks retail for either £3 or £4. Super affordable and a really good formulation. I actually love those lipsticks. This, I feel like if it's the same formula, and I will test it. If it's the same formula, this is like triple the price. I mean, the packaging is nicer. They're a really nice shade range, loads of nice nudes that you would just wear, you know, every day for occasion. Really nice nudes. But I'm a bit like £9 for a lipstick. For e.l.f., that's expensive. And for drugstore, I'd say that's on the upper end of lipstick pricing. So that is something to note. Let's try out the formulation. So to lip line, I'm going to use the e.l.f. lip liner, and this is in the shade light brown. I like this lip liner. I don't love it. I feel like it's just a tad bit waxy and I have to go over my lip a few times. As much as I'm not a huge fan of the formulation of this lip liner, I do actually really like the color. I feel like it's a really good color to kind of just overline your lips a little bit. And now, lipstick time. That feels so lightweight and so creamy. I actually really like this formulation. I can tell you straight away that this is very different to the Seriously Satin lipstick. That formulation is a lot thicker. You can feel the thickness and it does feel a little bit more matte than this one. This one feels like barely anything on the lips. You've got a good wash of color. I love this color. It's like a, I would say, neutral, cool toned pinky kind of color. Very, very nice for a light nude pink look. It feels very nourishing, lightweight, just super comfortable. And it smells a little bit like chocolate, so I love it. I actually really like it. I was so tempted to pick up like all the colors, but I was like, let's try the formulation one first and then maybe branch out and try a few more. I actually do think that I am going to get a few more of these because this feels really nice. I actually really like the formulation of this. I'm hoping that e.l.f. have a sale, and in their sale they include these lipsticks, because paying £9 each for like, I don't know, 5 or 6 of their colors, that's a lot of money. Honestly guys, I just paused The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City to film this and it's wild. The ladies in that show are crazy. Like, out of all the Housewives franchises, franchises. That sounded so weird, but out of all of the housewife shows, this one is the wildest. Like, the ladies just don't give an F. Like, they really, really, truly don't. And they all hate each other, and you can see it. And it is actually a little bit traumatic to watch this level of drama, but I cannot stop watching it. I'm on season 2, and it's just like, whoa. Yeah, I don't live a dramatic life, and I hate drama in my life, but I try to live a very low-key, calm life. But I get all my drama from the Real Housewives shows because they are dramatic. But yeah, this is my final look using new makeup by e.l.f. and I love it. It is a good face of makeup. I feel like the putty bronzer, gorgeous, like just giving me such a nice shadow. I can see myself using this all the time. It has like a little bit of luminosity, as in there's a little bit of sheen, and it's like the formulation is a more hydrating, I would say. But other than that, not too much difference from the original, but I love the shade. I actually freaking love it. I feel like it's bronzed me up and contoured me in the best way. Sun Chaser, that's the shade. If you're similar to my skin tone, get it. It's so good. The mascara, look, I have nice lashes. I do really like them, but I don't love them because I like a wispy, like the Luminous Lash. It's nothing to do with the mascara. It's just everything to do with my own personal preference. But this is a nice mascara, and it's actually a very good dupe of the Roller Lash. No smudging, no flakes. Like, I can like, sometimes when you do this to your lashes, you can see flakes. No flakes. I believe the claims. The concealer, definitely brightening. You can definitely just see it straight on. Like, you can see how brightening this is. And I rarely do like a super bright look because I opt for more natural makeup, but I'm actually loving the way this looks, and I might be brightening my under eyes a lot more often now. And then last but not least, the lipstick. And I actually really, I love it. It's so nice. It feels really comfortable. It feels basically like I've got like a lip balm on, like a tinted lip balm. That's the way it feels. It's such a thin consistency. If you like a soft pink color, this is the color for you. This is Dirty Talk, and it's such a nice pink. I love a pink. I feel like wearing a pink, especially a light pink with like a deeper lip liner, just is such a soft feminine look, and I love that. If you've never tried that combo, you should definitely try it because I feel like it looks so cute and feminine. I just love it. But yeah, that concludes me testing new e.l.f. makeup. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe because I'm going to be coming out with a whole load of new content this year. If you have anything that you would like me to test and review and try, leave me a comment. Totally happy to do that. But yeah, I'll see you guys on my next one.